guys, it's Subsy here, and this is my first look at the OnePlus Nord. Now I've been using this for a few days now, and I'm coming from the Pixel 2 XL, which is now nearly a 3 years old phone, and my sort of goal here is to see if I can easily switch to basically a budget phone in today's day and age, and see what I love and see what I hate. And straight off the bat, there's some stuff that I love and some stuff that I absolutely hate. To start off with, I hate and love the screen. Now I love the 90Hz of the screen coming from 60Hz, you do see the difference, and just going back to the Pixel, I do find it quite slow, even though it's not actually a slow phone still, even after 3 years. But having said that, I do find the colours and just sort of the dullness of the screen a bit annoying, and I have it set on the most vivid mode there is, but that's sort of my love-hate relationship with that. And then there's the bottom firing speaker, and it's a single speaker coming from the Pixel, which has two front firing speakers. I've never covered them both up, I've hardly even covered one up. I was watching a video and I thought the audio was just playing in and out, and I was really confused, and it turns out I was just covering the entire bottom facing speaker, and it's really easy to do that. I've never actually had a single speaker phone, or I haven't had one in about 10 years or so, and I completely forgot how bad the experience is and how literally you can just block off the entire sound just by, putting it in your hand. And then we come to the cameras. I love the front cameras and I hate the back cameras. Now the front cameras are good, they're not perfect or amazing or anything like that, but just the fact that you have a normal and a wide angle really helps, and it's a big step up from coming from the Pixel 2. Now with the back cameras, well, yeah, even coming from a 3-year-old Pixel phone, the photos on there are so much better than the main camera on here. But I think the thing that annoys me the most about this is that when you go between the three cameras, just everything from the color signs to sort of the distortion in the lens, everything's a bit different. And it's really annoying when you just switch through and you expect, the purple to be the same purple, but it's a different shade of purple when you go from, say, the wide angle to the normal lens to. It's not an amazing experience. And that's not even mentioning the really bad macro camera. I feel like if they just had one good lens on this, or maybe just the one good lens in the ultra wide, it would be so much better. But they've settled for, I think, 4 lenses which are all mediocre, one of them actually quite bad instead. But that's sort of a decision that they made, which, I don't know, it's not the best thing ever. And then there's the sort of software on this, and it's Oxygen OS, which is good compared to some other stuff like Samsung One UI and everything like that. But compared to the Pixel that you come from, it's not great, because you have some stuff pre-installed like Netflix, which you can't actually uninstall, and the launcher is not as good as the Pixel launcher, and just a few other stuff here and there like the notification sounds that I find really ugly. And the ringtone, which I'm not a fan of, and because of that I'm just trying to make it feel more and more like the Pixel experience, but it's not as good as using a Pixel phone for the Pixel software. And then of course there's the haptic motor, which I turned off all the vibrations pretty much after the first day, because just typing on it with that motor it feels bad, and it just feels like it's affecting my typing experience. And it's not great on the Pixel per se, but it's still better than on this phone. And I feel like this is one of the worst parts of this phone. Just listening to it vibrate on a table when it's ringing, it's a bit, yeah. So I think most of my issues so far are because I'm coming from a Pixel and I miss some of these sort of things you get with a Pixel. So like the always on display, the now playing song that shows on your screen just without using any internet, the squeeze to launch the Google Assistant, all of that I'm sort of missing, and I didn't realise how much I used it. Like even the fingerprint sensor at the back, just swiping down for notifications, that's something that I use all the time, and I keep trying to do that on the back of this and it just isn't there. So it feels a bit weird to me, and it might just be like I'm getting used to the Pixel too much sort of thing. So when I come back to here, it's not really a thing anymore. But I'm going to keep on using this and trying to use it more and more as my daily driver for at least a week or two, and just seeing if I can switch to this, because I mean the 90Hz display is probably the biggest thing about this for me. And yeah, so I'll keep on using this, and I'll let you guys know in a week or two how I feel about this, if I'm going to continue with it or not. But I've also got the Pixel 4a coming in a week or two, and I'll try that out, and maybe that will fix most of the issues I have with this. But it does have a 60Hz display, which coming from this now, I hate that I've sort of used a 90Hz display as a primary thing, because now everything feels slower, and I know it's cliche, but it does make a difference. But yeah, I'll try this out for a week or two, then try that. So if you guys want to see more content about the OnePlus Nord, or you want to see anything specific, or you want to see content about the Pixel 4a when I get that, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you did like this video. But as always, it's been Subsy here, and I'll see you guys next time.